It's the NFL on EA Sports. And coming up next, it's a cross-conference showdown. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Houston Texans. And it comes your way next.
From the stadium hosted back in 2017, we are inside NRG Stadium in Houston. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Houston Texans. And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs of breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
We're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that can have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
And we are underway for Houston. Fields it right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return, so he'll get this to about the 23. Now, for the first time, we get to see this Philadelphia offense led out by their dual-threat quarterback now in his 3rd season, Jalen Hurts.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Hurts to throw. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is that right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going deep for Brown. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to lick the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch it, turn upfield, pick up the first down.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack and a loss of 5.
He was
was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Here's Aaron Simmons out now to punt on 4th down. Desmond King back deep. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. As the Texans offense runs out, we get a peek at the man under center. Second-year quarterback Davis Mills out of Stanford.
And remember, when he came out of college, he left early. So a lot of people weren't really paying attention to this young man. But he was entrusted with a leadership role early in his NFL career. Didn't shy away from it. His goal, continue to prove that there should have been one more quarterback that went in the 1st round of the 2021 draft.
First and 10 now for Mills and the Texans at their own 24. Now the rookie 4th-round pick. This is Dameon Pierce.
And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often a guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winging it a big way and giving the guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Play action now, Mills. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And he has another 1st down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 34-yard line. They got 29 yards that time.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. A 1st down throw for Mills. Out to the left, he's got his tight end, Akins. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mills. That's caught. It's Chris Moore. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. 1st down. Really a solid start here on the opening drive. Charles, he's now 4-4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game. Like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Pierce gets this one running right.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
And it's T.J. Edwards who brought him down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And Pierce gets it again on second down.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Throwing, Mills. Open man is Collins complete.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
We'll hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. It's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave me the underneath stuff. You got to go make the tackle right away.
Mills to the sideline, and out now is Kaimi Fairbairn for the Houston field goal try.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and it's now 3-0 Texans.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Fairbairn now, following the made field goal, he'll send this one away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive.
The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
2nd down, back to Sanders.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in the proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary.
Throwing for the gun, it hurts.
Airing it out deep for Smith. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going for it all. And that is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at 3rd and 8 coming up.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they showed passing formation, showing shotgun, then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it their short game.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get him a little closer at least. If they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. From his end zone, here's Tremont Smith. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
First down, Mills. That's complete to his running back, Burkhead. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for minimal gain.
Throwing again on second down. Mills. That's caught by Howard. 7 yards there and a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play fake. Mills. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Give to Pierce now on the option. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Mills. His throw incomplete.
Put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers for man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, right?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, Mills. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. 3-3, a tight one after one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
He'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
They'll fake the give to Sanders. Now Hurts. It's caught. Smith. And he's going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
But that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts goes right back to Smith again. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. 3rd and 7 now.
And decided to run a hitch route really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw again.
It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, they've certainly gotten him involved in this first half, and on 3rd down, they looked his way again. And what a delight for his quarterback to find him and keep the drive moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Hurts.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. With the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Here's 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
1st down, Philadelphia.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Hurts. That swung out wide to Sanders. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. And what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here.
Hurts.
Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Goddard.
And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here.
They'll run with Sanders. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the gap, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And it is up.
The kick is good.
And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now.
Texans 3.
That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays.
And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The football going back over now to the Houston Texans.
Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
A first down throw for Mills. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. The best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Mills. Catch made here by Rex Burkhead as running back. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On 3rd down, here's Mills. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
That's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in the quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Working out of the gun, Mills. And his pass incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mills to throw it. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Mills to the air again. And he finds Howard complete. So nothing doing there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
On 4th down, out is punter Cameron Johnston to boot it away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
On 1st down, Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Throwing is Hurts. That's complete to Sanders. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now back to throw. And once again, this is Sanders. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
Good call there on 1st first down. And Brandon, I'm getting better over the years, not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. From the 44, Hurts over the middle, complete. That's Watkins. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 35. They'll look to throw again. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and it slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Hurts. He finds his man complete. That's Watkins. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's a field goal unit on down to try to get 3 before halftime. He connected on his first, this from 41. The kick by Elliott is good, and they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand-new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. First things first, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for Philadelphia. And they've had all sorts of success thus far tonight throwing the football, as they're on pace to throw for 300-plus yards if things continue the way they've been going. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. On the return, Tremont Smith. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in a ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out in the first play and attack the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Mills. That's caught by Howard. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Well, that's always a good place to throw it, just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What we'd call that second and manageable. Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down. And that's exactly what he did.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Toss play. Here's Pierce. The tackle there by Marcus Epps.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run up a bunch more plays.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. To throw, Mills. Going up top. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down.
Personal foul.
Let's check in with our referee. Now, you don't want to see that penalty at any point, but it adds a little extra to it when it comes on 3rd down.
It certainly does, because if this were a boxing match, they had him on the ropes there. 3rd down incompletion, 4th down upcoming. Instead, that mistake resets everything back to 1st down, which means they have to stay on the field longer to try and stop this drive.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. O.J. Howard, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Texans are back within a score.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And he puts it through there within 3. It's 13-10. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brendan, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right. He struggled, especially in the first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Another run here with Sanders, and he stopped immediately there. Defensively, Obanya Okoronkwo made the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Hurts' throw brought in by Brown. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 32-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 32-yard line. They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in the situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They run the option on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And this is caught by Watkins. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take a shot at the end zone.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. He's got it. And the Eagles are going to be set up at a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts taking it in from a yard out as his guys are able to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Elliott good with a PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Here comes Davis Mills in the offense, ready for another drive. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go through as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. Oh, what a move. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Looking to throw is Mills. He's got it to Collins, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Pierce takes it straight ahead, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense can go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And Pierce gets it again on second down. And he's going to take this close to the first down markers. He's stopped at the Eagles' 40-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 3rd and 1, here's Mills. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Akins. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they had gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The first carry now for Rex Burkhead. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They have not got him going at all. Trying to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
And here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
Now Mills.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they look to throw. Buying time to his left. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Another run with Sanders. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
I know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's got his man. It's the tight end, Goddard. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
First down, Eagles.
So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I see a surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare completion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And brought down, but not before they get it inside a 10 to the 7. 49 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. How about this offensive line that's starting to establish himself take over this game?
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Hurts sets up to throw. This is caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Sanders is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You trail them by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
On 1st and 10, Mills. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he gets this one just shy of 40 down at the 39. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The Texans on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Throwing, Mills. That's complete to his running back, Burkhead. And he's going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting the ball in the passing game, and there he picked up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And they'll throw again. Here's Mills. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here and have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mills now. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 24-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Those are the types of plays they probably wish they'd made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play. That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mills. And that's incomplete. But at this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Going for it with Pierce. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Mills to the sideline, and out now is Kaimi Fairbairn for the Houston field goal try. This from 32 yards away. Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that will close the gap down to 14. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's caught by Sanders. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if your team has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out, and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
From the 27, Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Derek Stingley picks it. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
This is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he got between his ears. And that's a sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Houston set to take over. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. A give to Burkhead on first down, and he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run, so now they got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Six yards left on second down. Here's Mills. They dial up the screen here to Burkhead. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. On third down, here's Mills. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Mills, fourth down, gotta have it.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is caught. But the back judge right there to say incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And the Eagles defense able to hold. So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 26.
He'll start with a handoff to Sanders. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to 27.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Hurts.
Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And once again, this is Sanders.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back. You're down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hurts.
He's going deep for Brown. And his is caught. Touchdown. A.J. Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Eagles have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. He's got them out to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Elliott good on the extra point, and a lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Heading out as a Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride in the offense this go-around. He's going to take another shot here. He's got a man complete. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. A huge play there for Houston. 44 yards. Defensively, I know they have a comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mills. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
That's coverage you'd expect to see a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Nico Collins, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Mills again. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Fourth down, Mills. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Eagles defense able to hold. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 34. It'll be Sanders to begin drive, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Second down, back to Sanders. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
Well, that's a fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in a running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with it, run with it, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it on 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he's tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Second down, back to Sanders. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 78 yards on the ground now for Sanders. He's got a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get this sense that it was much more the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.